Saints defense is really tough unit. They're top five in probably all statistical categories. Just starting with their defensive line, it all starts there. Physical front, long guys, they set the edge, they all hunt, they run to the ball fast. Second level guys, smart players, DeMario, Warner, very smart players at the second level linebacker spot, make a lot of plays, and they play physical brand of football, and that's what Dennis is known for. They've done it for a long time. Then you talk about their back end and with the coverage, tight coverage across the board, starting with Lattimore, really tough corner, plays the ball really well, is going to be competitive at the catch point. They've done a really good job of playing defense this year, and that's been the strength of their team.
There were a few plays against the Falcons where they would show one look defensively and then switch the picture post snap. As the season continues to go on, you're a rookie quarterback. How do you guys navigate just when the picture gets changed after the snap?
Yeah, with CJ, and he's learning, he's growing every year, and that's every day, every chance he gets, and you see how teams try to attack you, right? It started off with a lot of blitz coverage. And last week, it wasn't so much a blitz. It was a drop 8 coverage, changing the picture post-snap, and that's somewhere he has to learn and has to grow from, and it shows that teams respect him. When you do that in coverage, teams respect what he can do at the quarterback position and the plays that he can make, and it's just an adjustment where he has to learn from it and grow, right? How do you make plays when the picture change, when the coverage change? How do you make plays when they're blitzing you? And that's just all growing, developing as a young quarterback. He'll continue to get better at that.
In a similar way of visualizing, talking to Henry Toto earlier Monday about offenses in motion, Saints seem to do that a lot this past week. How do you prepare linebackers for that, and specifically in that role, because he has a large communicative
Right, when it comes to motion and those things offensively, right, try to put our defense in as many stressful positions as we can in practice, right, trying to change the picture for those guys, making them communicate even when teams don't motion. We add motion to try to help them. So when it does happen, no one is surprised. And the biggest thing on defense is communicating, and we try to make sure it's not on just one guy of communicating. It's on all 11 guys of making sure we're on the same page. I told them it doesn't matter if we're wrong, if all 11 are wrong and on the same page, then we're right. And it's been the message this week, is just making sure all 11 guys are on the same page, all 11 are talking, and we've started off the week with a really good practice at communicating today.
DeMeco, I know all about him in pass coverage. You talked about there are times he's there, but maybe he's knowing to turn his head, being his technique. As he's grown as a rookie, what are the things you're working on with him in those spots?
Right, as a rookie linebacker, we ask guys to do a lot in coverage, and it takes time. And Henry has done a great job with the things that we've asked him to do. He's still growing, still learning, but pleased with where he is, and he'll continue to progress and get better.
DeMeco, I know how do you feel like Damien has handled not having the success he had, early in his rookie season this year? How do you feel like he's handled?
Damien is steady, right? Whatever he takes what he can get, he continues to work at it, and Damien's a hard worker, right? He's dialed into the process of continuing to get better with what we're asking him to do with the football, and he keeps after it, stay after it, and those runs will come, right? Explosive runs. He had some versus Jacksonville, versus Pittsburgh. They're there. You just have to continue to stay after. We continue to block it well, run it well, and it'll pop through for us for sure.
To follow up on Jonathan's question, what's kind of the balance on calling plays and run game that fit Damian Pierce's natural running style versus gap running schemes versus staying what you guys are doing, which is a lot more outside zone. It's kind of that balance of
Right. We're looking at all those things to where we can put our guys in the best position to be successful, right? And that's on us as coaches to make sure we're putting Damien in the best position with the runs that he runs really well, and we'll try to put him in those positions. So we're working at all those things this week.
When you signed Jason Verrett and Jason, you have a long background with him. What do you feel like he can potentially add? I know he's had his health issues, but he's healthy now.
It's nice adding Jason to the practice squad. I think he brings that veteran experience. Really, just an outstanding young man. First and foremost, just off the field. So it's great to have him in the building just from a how to do it. How does a professional do it, right? And that's what Jason brings to us. But also just a very talented guy. You know, he's had some ups and downs when it comes to the injuries, but when he's on and when he's healthy, right, he's probably one of the best corners that I've been around when it comes to playing sticky coverage, playing man coverage, smart player, can make plays on the football. So it's good to add him right to our practice squad and see what he can bring for us.
Coach, on Sunday, Coach, on Sunday against the Falcons, your defensive front was very aggressive, but it seems sometimes they may have been caught out of position. How do you get them to stay aggressively disciplined?
Yeah, it's the undisciplined. That's unacceptable, right? Jumping off sides 4 times, unacceptable. Something we don't teach. We have to make sure we're keying the ball, have our eyes in the right spot. And for us to have that, 4 times, not something that we teach, and that's just unacceptable. And we've talked about that, and it has to be corrected.
With how much does Josh Jones' availability allow you to have more decisions to make on the offensive line than his profile at guard? Titus Howard, how do you feel like he played at left guard and kind of the analysis around that group?
Yeah, I thought Titus stepped in and did a really nice job for us. I mean, first time back and playing at guard now, it's just been the mindset of our entire team. And what I love about Titus is there's no hesitation to step right in there, whatever we need, wherever we needed him to play, he was willing to step in and do that. And that's just, I love that about him. I love that about all of our guys. It really doesn't matter, right? Guys want to be out there, and they want to help our team win. Doesn't matter what position you're playing. Doesn't matter how much time you're playing or when you get out there. The mentality for all our guys is, man, whatever I need to do to help our team win games, that's what I'll do.
Your team has one of the best turnover differentials in the NFL. Is that something you really focus on with your team, or is it just a product of playing fundamentally sound football?
Yeah, turnovers is definitely an area where we focus. We spend a lot of attention on attacking the football defensively, and for our offense, is protecting the ball. And to see it show up in games has been really great, starting with the offense and how they've done a great job. Talk about the quarterback spot first with CJ, touches the ball every snap, and for him not to have any takeaways has been outstanding, right, for the way they protected the ball, not to give up a lot of fumbles. Like, that's where it starts, all the way protecting the ball. And then defensively, the way guys are swarming, the way guys are attacking the ball, it was awesome to see that on Sunday. Now we just have to make sure we're turning those turnovers, into points and getting points off of those takeaways. But I'm very, very pleased with how we've been protecting the ball offensively and attacking it on defense.
Hey, Coach, these first couple of games, can you just talk about what you've seen out of John Mechie as of right now? What do you think he needs to do in order to continue to progress?
Yeah, Mechie has done well. I think he's still working his way back, right? First year really playing football after a long time, and it takes time to work yourself back. And he's doing a really good job with the things that we're asking him to do. You see him showing up, making plays on the over route in the game this past week, and we expect that to continue to improve, continue to show those type of plays that he can make. You see the hands. It was a tough catch that he made, but he has great hands, great speed. He's getting back into that football shape. It takes time, but happy where Mechie is for us.
Coach, if Tank and Robert aren't available for Sunday's game, will we see an increased snaps for Xavier Hutchinson?
We'll see. We'll see how that goes towards the end of the week to see who's out there and who will be available when we need them. Hoping to get those guys back.
DeMeco, is CJ ahead of schedule in your mind, or is he right on schedule? I mean, what he did in the final minutes of that game last week, that's next level kind of stuff. That's a veteran kind of stuff. But is he advanced, or is he right where you thought he would be?
For me, where CJ is I'm pleased with where he is now. Don't go in with any expectations of like where is he? Is he ahead of schedule, behind schedule? Right now, he's playing great football for us, and that's where we want him to be. He's doing really great things of leading our offensive unit. He's doing great things, as I talked about, protecting the football. So where he is, just as a player, as a leader for our team, he's right on track to where he needs to be.
We'll close it out with DJ and Jonathan. The lack of sacks that happened in the Atlanta game, was that more product of Desmond Ridder really got the ball out quickly, or you feel like y'all could have got there?
With the lack of sacks, I think it starts with, of course, the ball is coming out fairly quickly. Right, we have the rushing coverage always ties in together. right? So we can be tighter in coverage to force the quarterback to hold the ball a little bit longer. In our rush, we have to continue to rush together, right? 4 guys rushing together as one. We can execute our rush games better. We can play tighter coverage to allow us to disrupt the quarterback.
Last one. What have you seen from CJ as a leader?
As a leader, I've seen him grow in that regard of, as a leader, being more confident to speak up when he needs to speak. And as a rookie, that's not always the comfortable thing to do, right? You're the youngest guy in the room. It's hard to step up and talk to men who are older than you. But as I told CJ, like, man, everyone here, they respect you, right? They look up to him because they see, first and foremost, the type of player that he is. They see the plays that he's able to make. And when they see what he can do, guys want to play for him. Right, they want to protect better. You want to play better on defense. You want to play better on special teams. You want to do everything that you can do. You want to do your job better because you see a young quarterback who can make plays, and that's not the case. And for all NFL teams, right, it's tough to play that position. Or you see a young man who can make plays. It makes guys play a little bit harder for him.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.